This is the Turbo Twister, electric haywire twist machine. The fastest and easiest way to make a haywire twist in solid wire. And when you take the machine out of the box, you want to secure it to your workbench by either using a C-clamp, or you can bolt it down straight through the base. After that, you want to cut yourself some short practice wires and get your technique down pat. And to do this, just simply place the wire over the shaft, cross the wires with the short end going behind the longer end, pull the wires tight, making a V shape in the wire, keeping the same amount of wire in each hand. Step on the pedal, holding your fingers still, and it will form a perfect haywire twist. At this point, you want to bend the wire at a perfect 90-degree angle. Step on the pedal, holding the wire with the index finger and the thumb. And that forms a perfect barrel wrap. To break the wire off, you want to point the wire straight back at you. Put a 90-degree bend in the wire. Holding the bend that you just made, push the wire straight forward, and it will snap off very easily, leaving a flush, smooth edge around the barrel wrap. And as you can see, you get a perfect haywire twist. Now we're going to construct a kingfish rig. If you'll notice, there's a slot in the lower shaft. This is for the eye of the hook to sit into. There are 3 magnets on the Turbo Twister head. They will hold any size hook. Place your wire through the eye of the hook. Cross the wires, keeping the short end behind the long end. Make your V shape in the wire. Step on the pedal, and you have a perfect haywire. Pinch with the index finger and the thumb, applying a good amount of pressure, holding down on the longer wire going downward. And break the wire off. Now if you're going to build multiple rigs, at this point you want to go ahead and pull this off and lay it to the side. And if you're going to make 10 rigs, you want to make 10 nose hook stingers and lay them to the side. Once that's complete, you want to go to your swivel. Now these are the small Spro swivels, and the machine will handle any size. Just lay the swivel into the slot with the eye going to the back. Now you want to pull this off and lay all your leaders to the side. Now we're ready to put this rig together. We're going to go back to our nose hook. There's a small hole in the side of the top of the head. This is for the tagged end of the wire to go through so that it doesn't get tangled while the machine is spinning. Place the eye in the slot. Go back to your leaders. Now on a welded eye hook you don't need to do this, but on an open eye hook you need to go through the loop of the wire and the eye of the hook. This prevents fish from getting free. If the eye of the hook was to become open, the wire in the wire would secure the fish. Now we're ready to complete this rig. Go to our treble. Get the distance that you want between your two hooks. across the wires. And you can make your hay wires as long or as short as you want them. And there is a finished, completed kingfish rig. Now with a little practice you can do these in under a minute. Now the next rig we're going to go to will be a ribbonfish rig. These are a little different than the kingfish rig. I want to start off with your nose hook. Now you can use a leaded jig head, any style nose hook you want to use. We're just going to use a regular J hook here. Now this is number 8 solid silver wire. And as you can see, the machine has no problem twisting that wire. And we want to do all our nose hooks first, then we'll lay them to the side. Next step will be the treble stingers. And for every kingfish rig you're going to build, ribbonfish rig you're going to make, you need to build 2 of these stingers for every rig. And then we'll lay them to the side. Now that those are completed, we're going to go back to our leader wire and attach our swivels. And again, you just place the swivel on the wire, let it rest inside the cradle, now we want to go back to our nose hooks that we already prepared. Place the wire through the hole, eye in the cradle. This is an open eye hook, so we're going to go through the loop and the eye of the hook. Now next step will be the treble stingers. Now ribbonfish rig gets pretty long, so at this point I want to go ahead and coil this wire up so that it's not dangling and getting tangled into my feet. This is a welded eye hook, so there's no need to go through wire and the eye of the hook. When you get your distance that you want between the 2 hooks, pull the wire tight. Pull this off and grab one more of those stingers. There'll be 2 of these for every ribbonfish rig you want to make. Your distance between the hooks. Now we're ready to finish this rig off with the single treble attached to the end of the wire. And you have a completed ribbonfish rig. Next rig I'd like to show you to do will be a ballyhoo rig. We're going to use number 10 wire on this one. Attach our swivel, slide it onto the wire, rest it into the cradle, cross the wire. Now the thicker wire seems to want to get a little hotter than the smaller wire, so I'm not going to make my barrel wraps all in one motion. I'm going to do a start and stop method. This prevents the wire from getting hot inside my fingers. And as you can see, the machine has no problem twisting this wire, and it'll twist any wire up to size 20 with no problem. Now, place the wire through the eye of the hook. And I'm not going to break my tagged end off of this wire on the ballyhoo rig. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to attach my hook to my ballyhoo, run this wire through the bill, and fold it over. And there's a completed ballyhoo rig. Hope you enjoy your machine.